So we're going to start off by blocking the brows using a glue stick, and I'm just going in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation and just applying a layer. Taking the Kat Von D brow pomade in Lemmy green, I'm just taking an angled brush and I'm just filling in my brows. Taking some concealer, I'm just going to apply this underneath and around the brows, and this is going to really clean up the edges, sharpen them up and define them. And this is how I create my fake eyebrow slits as well, just by taking some concealer and painting over it. Then I'm just going to prime my eyes, and I'm taking the NYX Sugar Trip Squad palette. I'm just grabbing both these reds here, the deep and the bright one, and I'm creating a cut crease. Then I'm just really simply packing on the pigment, really roughly, it doesn't have to be great at this point. And then I'm going in with a fluffy brush and really fanning out the edges. You want to use lots of small circular motions to get a nice smooth even blend. Then I'm just going to grab some base and really cut that crease and make it as sharp and as clean as possible. And then you want to repeat the same on the other side, instead I'm taking green. Then I'm grabbing the NYX Epic ink liner and creating some wings. Apply your contact lenses, and I'm taking the white eyeliner this time and I'm just applying this underneath my eyes. And this is going to create the illusion that they're enlarged. And then going back in with some eyeliner, I'm just going to outline the line we just created, and I'm also creating a cat eye in the inner corner as well. And then just for extra attention to detail, I'm just applying some white on my waterlines as well. You don't really have to do this, it's just optional. Then I'm just grabbing the same eyeshadows I was using earlier, and I'm just taking this right down onto my nose. You want to stick to your half green, half red theme as well, and then I'm also taking this onto my cheeks and heavily contouring. Again, you want to use lots of small circular motions to get a nice smooth blend. Moving on, I'm going to be grabbing some water-based paints in many different brands. All the products will be listed in the description box below if you'd like to check them out later. But we're going to start creating the headpiece now. So I've started off with a really simple circle in the centre of my head, and then I'm going in with some red and creating the candy stripes. Then I'm just taking some white eyeliner and just creating some swirly lines. Do the same with the red and then the black, and you just want to slowly build your way up and try as best as you can to make it as symmetrical as possible. Then I'm going in with some black eyeshadow, and I'm going back in with the contour to really intensify the depth. Take some highlighter and really pack that on. I'm doing this really heavy on purpose because we like to be extra. Then I'm just taking the contour onto my jawline as well, and you just kind of want to do the same thing as you did on your cheeks. Next, we're going to go back in with some face paints with a mixture of red, green and white, and we're going to create some freckles. So just very simple dots here and there. Then I'm just grabbing some beautiful red lipstick and I'm just going to apply this. Moving on to the chest, I'm just going to grab some white and create the really rough shape of the neck piece. Feel free to draw the shape first if you wish, if it makes it easier for you. Then I'm just grabbing some red and I'm starting to create the stripes. Next, I'm going to grab some green and just create these weird wobbly lines, and they don't look like anything right now, but they're going to really pop later. So we're not worrying about details at all at this point, just literally getting the shapes down. Next, this step really makes a huge difference and is really important, so you want to grab some black eyeshadow, and I'm just taking a fine brush and I'm going in the deeper areas. And you want to try your best to imagine where the light is going to hit and then where the shadow is going to be. So you want to create the shadow so it's more intense as it goes to the deeper areas and for it to be faded out as it goes away. This will also really separate where the higher areas are and where the lower areas are, and just make the entire look much more realistic and 3D. Then you want to take your eyeshadow all the way down underneath the neck piece as well, and this is going to create the illusion that you've actually got a piece of material sitting on your skin and that it's actually popping out. You also want to take a large-ish brush and add this to the surface area as well, and this is just going to create like deeper areas and just again give it more realism. And then you want to add your white corset strings using some white eyeliner, and then for the cherry on top of the cake, add your accessories. So I'm grabbing some really mini ball balls and a Christmas hat, and I'm just sticking them all over in my hair, and it kind of matches the fact that my hair is already green, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pretend I'm a Christmas tree. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this, then feel free to give it a thumbs up, and also feel free to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, I have an Instagram, Facebook and TikTok at Goth Spectrum, and finally I will see you next time.